Hello ladies, hello gents, Palm Springs Cindy coming to you from my kitchen area. And today I have kind of a fun makeup video for you. I was, I just got back from the beach, from Newport Beach, so I was unpacking and, it was interesting to see as I packed, what makeup do I absolutely have to have and what can I leave here? Because I thought, I don't need to take every single thing with me. So as I was packing and unpacking, I was going over and looking at my, just some different makeups. And particularly I focused in on my foundations. So I'm gonna talk to you about foundations today. Makeup foundation. But before I get into that, as you know, California we had that horrible hurricane. Well, when I was at the beach, it really did not affect the beach area very much. It rained for maybe 12 hours straight, but not hard. And then maybe it even stopped raining. Well, I know it did because my friend and I ended up walking down to the bay just to get out of the house, and it was not raining then. But the problem was I had a dental appointment, an important one, a periodontist, and I've had it for like 4 or 5 weeks, so I really did not want to miss it. I was trying to time my vacation to be able to get back in time for the periodontist appointment. And then I even thought, and then maybe I'll just drive back. Well, at any rate, because of the storm, once I got back to the desert was hit pretty hard. And in fact, I had no trouble at all driving to the desert, but there were 2 places as I got closer that it took like 30 minutes to go 10 miles, if that. So that was my only traffic jam. But once I got home, the wind had totally knocked over one of my backyard trees, just like folded it in half, and then the other tree was fine. But the gardener just came the other day and took both of them out. They were getting pretty shabby and they were very messy. So actually the yard I'm looking out there now, the yard looks much better with them gone. So, and they are. Let's see what else. Oh, and then when I went to the dental appointment, the dentist spent a long time with me because I don't know if you guys remember, but those of you who follow me will. When I moved here to my new home, when I left Palm Springs, I had 2 implants put in and a impact wisdom tooth removed to the tune of $13,000. Now, luckily, we had closed escrow on our home. We split the equity 50-50, and I was able to use that money to get my implants and my extraction. That's why not too long ago when Eric and I were talking about that Eric goes down to Mexico for his dental work because it's so, you guys know it's so darn expensive. When I did get into the dental office, bottom line, what he told me was these 2 implants have not rooted, so to speak. So he has to redo those. I have to have some oral surgery while he investigates what's going on. My teeth are fine except for that particular area. So we have to get a little bit of information before I can schedule surgery, but I'm not worried. I just, it has to be taken care of. We have to have teeth. And, I've always taken good care of my teeth and I've always had good teeth. However, because I'm older, that's the way it works. And all of my fillings have had to be redone in porcelain. And then I'm very much of a tooth grinder at night with big time TMJ. And I've really done a lot of damage to my teeth. So at any rate, I have to get that fixed. So, all right, that's my, that's my sad story. Remember when I was at the beach, my friend and I got Brazilian blowouts on our hair because my hair was so frizzy. It just, I could not do a thing. Well, now it's so straight and silky, I cannot do a thing. So I'm really having trouble with it, and I'm gonna try to see, today's Saturday, so I'm gonna make an appointment, get in with my stylist and, come up with something. I don't know what, but something has to be done. Also, while I was there, we walked around Balboa Island. We took the ferry over, and I bought these adorable. Look at this. This is the cutest thing. I'm a sucker for stuff like this. These are like glass charms, so that you don't get your drinks mixed up with someone else. So I bought a little package. I thought I would show you. They had these, and then they had bodybuilders. I'm not sure how crazy I am about it up here. Maybe I can put it, down here too. I don't know. I'll have to play around with them. So, alrighty, let's, actually earlier today, Eric was here, and he and I made a video about senior citizen living lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle are you living as a senior citizen? What is possible? What is not possible? And it kind of got me thinking because of my dental appointment. The dentist asked me about, excuse me, he was asking me all about, he said, since you're really, crunching your jaws at night and kind of like wearing your teeth down, let's talk about where that is coming from. So at any rate, he talked to me about lifestyle. Are you exercising? Are you eating correctly? Blah, blah, blah. And so, but it did get me thinking about, that would be kind of a good video to talk about. My last video was about loneliness, and that how so many of us, me included, find such comfort and ease staying indoors. I mean, I could totally keep myself busy indoors between television. My gosh, they've got the best shows on television. In fact, I just watched something today that was remarkable. You must see it, especially the first episode. It's about surgeons. They go through 4 surgeon stories, and the first one is amazing. You're not going to believe it. And that's all I'm going to say. Family friendly, it's unbelievably good. Okay, now, first of all, I have spent, another reason why I wanted to talk about foundation was because when Eric and I did our video earlier, I have not been wearing foundation because it's so hot, and I have a bit of a suntan. Now, I will put on a little bit of blush, but that's been it. Well, when I saw my complexion in the video earlier, I thought, oh my goodness gracious, Cindy, get that. You've got to get some foundation on. So I have foundation, very light. Actually, I don't think I have foundation on. I just have a little bronzer. But if I did, this is the one I would be using. Wet n Wild. I think this is better than any foundation I have purchased or used. And it's Foundation Fond de Teint, Fondeteint. And this color was fine for me. I can't read what color it is, but you have to find your own color. But this is, shake it up a tiny bit, and it has a little spatula on the end, a little, whoop. And and I just daub a little bit around there. But I have to say, first I do a concealer. And I don't care, whatever concealer you have, I try them all. But I do try to put a little concealer under here and under here, here, and then with some extra, let me see, did I bring, yeah, I did, I'll do, with some extra. I don't know how this is gonna look on this video, but I'm just gonna go like that. Now, I would put some up here, I will. I recently had Botox, and it's really kicked in. My eyebrows are sort of up. I said, don't make my eyebrows up any higher. She did anyway. Oh, and I like this brush, and I really like it if it's wet. Let's see here. This is a really good under eye concealer brush, as you can see. And then I kind of go like this. I shouldn't have to do this because of my recent face surgery. But I have a mirror here I better check on. But you know, you can't turn a 72-year-old face back too many years. And I still need to get my, hi baby. I still need to get my laser. Oh, Poppy is talking to me. Okay, so that's kind of how I do my concealer. Some people like to use one of these. I'm kind of clumsy with these sponges, so I don't use them. All right, this would be the foundation I would be I'm currently using it. But don't forget primer. This is an older primer. It's Illumination by Estee Lauder. I didn't bring the foundation I'm currently using, but any foundation is, once again, you know, I haven't even been wearing foundation, let alone primer. So, but it is good to prime. Another foundation, don't buy it. Well, in my opinion, it is not good. It's that Jones Road. I was so excited to get it because I thought, no, this is going to be all I need. It is one big greasy mess. It's hard. You can see I've had to dig my nails in there. And then it kind of warms up once you start applying it, but it's a big grease ball. Now maybe your complexion, you know, might handle it differently. Mine did not like it. This foundation is quite luxurious. It is All Hours YSL foundation. And I paid a lot of money for this, but I like my Wet n Wild better. This is a little bit thicker, but my Wet n Wild just goes on so easily, and the coverage is great, so I like it. I'm sticking with it, but of course I'm keeping the YSL. I will, you know, I can mix the two or whatever. Then don't forget to use some powder, some setting powder when you are finished with your foundations. This, you know, once again, I'm not wearing a lot of makeup over the summer, but this is something that really polishes and makes your final finished look very professional and finished. Okay, then I also have, I don't think Poppy's gonna get any bigger, but she's not little. Oh, look at her, she's scared. She's not real secure on my lap. And then I do like to use a bronzer. And sometimes I have put the bronzer on thinking I'll just use bronzer and no foundation. But then when I videotape and I see what my complexion looks like, it's real blotchy. You know, that's not a good look, but that's what happened. But I do like my bronzer, but I really do need to put it on top of foundation. Don't I? And after my foundation, oh, and I like to put my foundation on with this kind of a thing. It really does, it smooths it out so gently and evenly. It's soft. I love these. And these usually come in like 3 in a pack, different sizes. Then, and some people like to put their foundation on with a brush. I don't. I really like this little velvety thing. Or my fingers. Because I feel like the warmth of my fingers on my foundation helps it to apply more naturally and evenly. I can feel the evenness. Then, don't forget, you know, this is what I use, this Wet n Wild Color Icon. I'm gonna hold it like this. I like to use these. First of all, I like these because they're not large. I get tired of them, or they get dirty. And so I want to get, you know, I don't need a whole giant palette of these. But like I can use every one of these colors for liner, for eyebrows, for, you know, a couple different things. And then I have, this is an LA Colors. You can see I've been using that. The problem is this has a little bit of sparkle to it, the bottom two. No, not the bottom two, the top two. And I didn't notice it when I purchased it. So, you know, I don't use that unless it's maybe nighttime. She's like falling asleep. I also like to use colors, particularly blue or violet. Eyeliner on my bottom tight line. And like this, I'm down to these two colors. But sometimes that's kind of fun. The problem for me is I can be allergic to these colored pencils and colored eyeshadows, so I have to use them sparingly. Like if I go out on the town at night or something, I might use a colored eyeshadow or colored eye pencil because I know I'm not going to be gone that long. Okay, now I've also got right now, because I'm wearing this red top, I'm kind of glam up, and I've got these little rhinestone earrings on, and I have Beso by Stila red lipstick only because I'm wearing this top. This is a good red. I got this from Dominique Sachet. This is the red she promoted once. It's good for me because it's not too orange and it's not too blue. So that was nice. I'm gonna put her down. If she'll let me. Let's see here. Okay, get down there, sweetie. Oh, you're heavy. So those are some of the foundations I use. They are not real heavy. They don't get caught in your fine lines. It seems to be enough coverage for me, a mature woman. And, but then, like I said, I do add a little bronzer on top and then some blush. If I find the powder gets to become too many layers of powder, then I will use like a gel stick. I have a little gel stick that I will use for blush. So, you know, that's about it. The kind of foundations that I use between the liquid, the powder, the bronzers, and the foundations I'm not crazy about. P.S. I love you. Mwah. Until our next conversation. Bye-bye.